walking the talk. I've been working for well over 20 years, and looking at this audience, I can tell that a lot of you have been working for well over 20 years. We lost seats in the Congress 4 years ago because we deserved to lose seats in the Congress. We lost seats in the House of Representatives here in Texas 2 years ago because we deserved to lose seats in the House. And I hope we're going to clean up that mess in this primary. We better start electing men and women who will walk the talk. You know, we've got a lot of people out there giving lip service to conservative ideas. We've got a lot of people in the Texas legislature who have been talking about how much they care for us. Your property taxes have gone up. Your borders are not secure. Your public school system turns out mediocrity. Our public school system steals from our children. Steals from our children. Our government owns all of the property in the state of Texas. We don't own an acre. We don't own a lot. And we've got the righteous in Austin that would tell us how hard they're working to take care of us and our families and our state. And I'm pretty frustrated this evening. I've gotten some information today, and I think I probably want to talk about that first so I can just get it off my mind and dump it into your lap and let you get as mad about it as I am. In that second debate in Dallas, Lynn Cannon, who is a reporter from Houston, asked our governor about in-state tuition that was being provided to illegal immigrants in Texas. And the governor told us another bold-faced lie. He swore on that stage that the TEA would make sure that those illegal immigrants were pursuing citizenship. That was a condition of that in-state tuition. And PolitiFact came back and said, that's not in the law. There's no provision for that. Not only is there no provision for that, they're not doing that at all. And his campaign came back and said, oh no, we were mistaken. It wasn't the TEA that's doing that. It's the Higher Education Coordinating Board that's actually doing that. PolitiFact came back and said, no, it's not. We are so double-minded in our law here in Texas. I could spend the remainder of the evening talking about the places where we are inconsistent. You know, this is a constitutional republic. The state of Texas is a republic, and the United States of America is a republic. Republics are great because they create a fair and just set of laws. And those laws apply equally to everyone in the nation, thereby creating equal opportunity for all and no guarantee of outcome. Isn't that what a republic is supposed to do? Texans are angry, and our government is responsible for creating the hostility and hatred that we have as Texans for our neighbors in the free country of Mexico to our south. And I'm so... When I walked off of the stage at that second debate, one of my team members said, Deborah, the governor was lying about in-state tuition, and I said I need to get me the facts. We put out a press release this afternoon, and you'll read about it tomorrow, but I'm going to tell you where we are because we've been studying that issue. The state law requires, in order for you to qualify for that in-state tuition, that you're here for 3 years. The governor says pursuing citizenship. The federal law says if you are 3 years in the United States of America illegally, you are forever barred from ever becoming a citizen in this country. It just about makes me cry that you are taking poor, hurting people and saying, break the law, come over here, get a good education, holding out the whole time the American dream as though it's a piece of bait that they should be jumping for, all the while knowing that the fine print says never in your life will you be a citizen in this country. Shame on us. Shame on us. When did Texans, when did it become okay for us to take advantage? When did it become okay for us to take advantage of our fellow man? That is not godly. It's not just. It ought to make us sick. We have got to put term limits in place in this state. We have got to put people in office to serve the people and come home and live under those laws. So whatever corrupting incentives exist, I'm sure I have said from the beginning of this campaign, I am woefully naive, woefully unaware of how difficult it's going to be. I've not walked in the shoes of a statewide elected official, but I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there will be powerful forces at work to attempt to corrupt me, to make me become aligned with those influences to pass laws that are going to give you an advantage over you. That's not the job of government in a constitutional republic.
That's right.
We have allowed our elected officials to cause us to become almost vicious dogs. I feel like they throw a bone to us over there and say, y'all go squabble over those appraisal cap reforms. Meanwhile, they're stealing our property and we don't own a thing. Y'all go squabble over picture ID for voting, all the while knowing that they're issuing Texas driver's licenses to people who are here illegally. It's going to take some courage and it's going to take some trust. We've been attacked. That attack a week ago didn't come at Debra Medina. It came at We Texans. And those attacks are going to come again and again and again. And when they come, it's going to test our faith, not just mine, but yours. I've spent a year traveling around this state, and I hope to spend the next 4.5 doing the same thing. When you look a man in the eye and you shake his hand, you develop a trust. You put a rule in place in the Republican Party platform that establishes a term limit. You don't stick people that you trust that are honorable into office and leave them there so long that they inevitably become corrupted by the powers that exist in politics. You send people in, you determine how to protect those individuals. You don't put term limits in to punish people, you put term limits in to protect them from the corruption of politics. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You bring them home. You send me home after a time in Austin, not to punish, but to protect. People say, well, Debra, you'll remove good people from office. And I say, I hope so. You send them in good and you bring them home good.